No, I forgot. I'm always talking about being 65. Now I have to say 66. It just hit me today going, oh,
Yeah,
anyways.
I'm in the 60 club too. So
Okay, so we're like in that, we're the upper echelon.
yeah.
Anyways, I really, really want to thank you for coming on live today so that we can share this with everybody who can see it now and maybe watch it later, because you have gone through quite a wonderful transformation you're starting right now in your life on a health journey. And we are all on all that we all are, I can't even talk today, are all on a health journey at some point in our lives. And this one has also been incredible for me. I've been coaching wellness for a long time on how to eat right, how to exercise right. And those things all worked for a little while, but we fall off the wagon. And then 3.5 years ago, I learned about insulin resistance, and it's changed my life. And it's become really a mission to help others change their lives now so that at least they know that there's options with not having to go down that rabbit hole of everybody, as we age, we get told, oh, this is just normal. You're getting old, that these things are happening to us. We actually, 9 out of 10 of the top leading diseases are lifestyle related and are preventable. So that's why we're doing these lives, to educate people that there's options. So, Eric, you've become a really good friend, and I appreciate you. And why don't you introduce yourself to everybody and tell them who you are and where you're from?
Well, I'm just Eric Schultz from the Detroit, Michigan area, Livonia specifically. Um, and it just, you brought up insulin resistance, and over the past several years, just feeling old, but I never bought that whole line of, oh, you're just getting older, you know what I mean? And this is what's going to happen. I hate that because I've always
Yeah.
been athletic, or I enjoy working out, things like that. But things really got bad, I mean, personal things, I'm an alcoholic, so I dealt with that for a lot of years. So that doesn't help your health. And
No.
then just, I had some blood clots that kind of slowed me down from working out for a couple of years. And then just, it's so easy to pile on the weight, and even though my weight didn't change, just my muscle went away and it got replaced with fat because I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
And I started studying these things, about fatty liver and insulin resistance and all that. And then, you and I have known each other for a lot of years, off and on. We've done some things. And as I'm getting more knowledgeable about this stuff and trying to figure out a plan to get my health back and start feeling better, lo and behold, you reach out to me, so tell me there's no God, but but so I mean, that's where I'm at. I'm at that point where I just, this isn't living, I mean, to me, being this,
Mhm.
in pain all day from my head to my toes, all my joints, everything is inflamed and feels awful. And it just, yeah, it's not where I want to be. So,
Well, I hear you. And that's actually one reason I reached out to you, first of all, is because I know that all of us are going through these issues. I notice it now more than ever, no matter where I go, if I go shopping, if I'm at the airport, I'm looking around and I realize that this is 93% of the population in the United States is metabolically unhealthy. So it is something that's a really big thing. So yes, for me, it's become a mission. I want to yell it from the rooftops to let people know that they can make changes. So you got started on the protocol. And by the way, I'm just going to mention it real quickly because you can reach out to Eric and myself if you are interested in learning more. But there's something we discovered that is all natural, two tools that just give us some of the things back in our body that our bodies can do what it's supposed to do. It's not about going on a diet or counting calories. It's about adding two things to our life. Well, three. One, reduced meal frequency, and then also incorporating fiber back in our lifestyle, and using something we can drink that's called from the mate plant that actually helps increase our GLP-1, and it makes it so that we are satiated, our blood sugar is not going through the roof, and we're not eating as much. It gets rid of that food noise. So you got started. How long have you been on the protocol now?
it's been a little over 2 weeks now.
Oh my goodness, it started
Yeah.
just new. That's right.
Yeah.
Time just
Yeah.
flies.
Well,
So,
and I was going to give it more time, but stuff started happening right away. So yeah, might
okay,
as
why
well
don't you
talk about
share with us what's going on when said that the things you felt right away because it's only 2 weeks.
it. Well, so, like I said, just relatively unhealthy, not sleeping good, not eating good, nothing. So I got
Hmm.
on this for 2 days and I was like, wow, I had a good couple of nights sleep. And I'm like, well, it can't be this. It's too early. But after like 4 nights in a row, I was like, I guess it's this because now I'm sleeping really well. I made a little timeline here. So, but
Share it with us. I'd love to see, because
yeah,
you really kept track. You're
well,
very
I
amazing
just
doing
kind
that.
of, day two,
Hmm.
day four.
Yeah. Okay,
But
share it.
I noticed like around day 7 too, then I weighed myself and I was down 4 or 5 pounds and and I know how weight works. So it fluctuates a pound or two every day. So I just kind of like, okay, it is going down. Maybe I didn't lose 5 pounds. Maybe I lost 2 or 3, but it's going in the right direction. And that's just after
Mhm.
a few days. And then, yeah, after 10 days, my sleep was still steady and deep. I mean, I'm an old man, so I still get up and go to
You're
the
not that
bathroom.
old.
I get up and go to the bathroom 3 times, but
Yeah.
I go right back to bed and I'm out right away instead of rolling around trying to fall back asleep. So, and then also, another couple days, day 12, I was down like 7 pounds, give or
Congratulations. I
take.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I fixed that because I have a spectacular lack of discipline. So on Friday of this past weekend, my wife and I were doing some things and we're like, we don't feel like cooking. Let's just get a pizza and blah, blah, blah. So then we're up late watching a movie, eating pizza, and I go ahead and I get pop. So then that leads over into the next day and I ruin the next day. And then so that was Saturday. And then on Sunday, we were helping somebody move and I was so much in pain. I was so sore from the head to my toe, my head to my toes again, all my
Hmm.
joints and all that. I didn't even realize that I was feeling better, from the protocol until I stopped it for a couple of
Until,
days.
yeah.
And then I was like, holy crap, I can't, it takes me 30 seconds to stand up straight and get moving. And so I got back started again a couple of days ago and now I'm feeling fine again. So I will not be making that mistake again.
No, I hear you. And by the way, I should tell you, I noticed on our last conversation already inflammation in your face gone. So that a lot of the pounds that you lost in the beginning, our body has inflammation in it. When we lose that inflammation, it's also getting rid of fluids. So it makes it easier for all of a sudden it to kick in. So if you have weight to lose, this is not a weight loss protocol, but if you have weight to lose, it's going to happen automatically. This gets our metabolic health back in order. And that chlorogenic, the chlorogenic acid that's in this mate is amazing because it does a lot of things. It helps with inflammation, it helps get rid of the food noise, but it also makes you feel great. A lot of times if our gut health is not good, our mental health is not good either, and the two go hand in hand. So I've noticed this myself when I drink this mate tea, I feel better, I have energy, I use it for my morning wake like workouts. I put it right at the end of the pool if I'm swimming, and it's just, like I said, the food noise. I'm a snacker. This has eliminated my snacking, and especially when you're fasting. Have you noticed anything now in the window when you're fasting? Like, are you munchied or how's
No,
that working
no,
for you?
it's been good. Actually, I was going to say I have a hard time, especially in the winter, getting up and getting motivated in the morning.
Hmm.
And I would get up and I'd drink a half a pot of coffee, and then I would just kind of feel crappy from all the coffee.
Same.
But what I noticed with this is because my eating window, we eat dinner, I finish eating around 6 o'clock at night, and then I don't eat breakfast till about 10 because I'm not really that hungry anyway when I wake up. But when I do wake up, say 7 o'clock, I'll start drinking the Unimate before my coffee because I like cream and sugar in my coffee, so I can't have that till 10. But I'm drinking less coffee because
Mhm.
I'm getting the same effect that I wanted from the coffee, or maybe I used to get from the coffee from the Unimate. I get up and I have a little more ambition to get things done. I'm moving. I'm not laying around trying to hit the snooze button and things like that. So I have noticed that, and it's naturally helping me drink more water, which I sometimes forget about for days at a
Me
time.
too.
But now drinking this, I'm getting more fluid. Um, and what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, in my eating, as far as like counting calories and stuff, I didn't do that at all. I pretty much ate as much food as I was eating before, only in that 8 hour window.
Right.
If I was hungry, some days I didn't eat that much because I just wasn't that hungry. The balance
It's pretty
works.
amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
works
I
well.
know. It makes it so that you don't have like that food noise is gone. I know. And you mentioned about the pot of coffee. I used to drink pot and a half of coffee before noon for that lift, but then you
Yeah,
crash for that lift. And then you feel horrible, right? This has 10 times more chlorogenic acid in it than coffee does. Then this is a natural occurring caffeine. If you can eat a piece of dark chocolate, you can have this. It's not caffeine laden, but the difference is the chlorogenic acid in it. So you're getting the lift that you normally would gotten for coffee, but then there's no drop. You just
right.
stay elevated, which is amazing. So good point. Now, the fiber that we take, you take this once a day or twice a day?
Once.
Okay. Which meal?
Well, I do it a little differently. I'll I'll take it before my biggest meal, which would be dinner time normally, or my latest meal. And
Yeah.
but sometimes like today, I was hungry more like 4 o'clock, so I ate, and I thought I'd eat something small at 6 o'clock and take that
Yeah.
the balance. And then I thought, you know what? I'll just take the balance. That fills me up, gives me my fiber. I'm not really hungry, but I do need something to carry me over through the rest of the night. So I'll just drink the balance by itself if I just need a little something, you know.
That's a good idea. I take mine with my biggest meal usually too. And then, there's times where we're out partying with friends or something where I take extra with me because if I'm going to have a beverage of some kind, adult beverage, and I'm not doing that much of it anymore, but an adult beverage, or if I know we're going out for, hamburger and French fries, I'm not going to deprive myself. I like hamburgers. I love French fries. I like potato chips. If I do that, I just have one of these before and I don't have to worry about it. It's not how should I say? This fiber is not like we've all heard of fibers and we think of Metamucil or Benefiber. Those fibers are great to keep you regular. This here was actually brought out by Rexall Drugs. Rexall Drugs, most people our age would remember it. But this has been on the market for 30 years, and this has 7 fibers in it. 4 of them are patented. And this helps make it so you're more satiated. But the other thing that does, it's really amazing. It makes you not have a blood sugar spike. So if you take this before you eat, you can have 43% less blood sugar glucose spike. That's major. So by taking this with your biggest meal and drinking this couple times a day, this here is going to help increase your body's own GLP production by 67%. And when I realized that, I thought, why would anybody, and I know how desperate we can get out there when we're not happy with our bodies, get on shots.
Well,
And
did I hear that those Wegovy type shots only increase your GLP-1 by like 5%?
yeah, sometimes maybe 7%, depending on which brand. I
Okay.
mean, why would you do that if you can do something that's natural and it's in the physician's desk reference where you're getting a 67% natural increase of your GLP-1? It's already produced in your gut. It's just our food environment's ruined it, right? So this here, you just sip on it. I mean,
Well,
their small little packets. I just take them with me everywhere I go, you know,
yeah, that and the glutathione, is that from the Unimate or is that from the fiber?
the fiber.
Okay, so that's what I forgot what the increase is in the glutathione, like 40%
Yeah,
or something.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
So yeah, because a lot of my things are fatty liver involved, related and stuff. I mean, I do want to lose weight. I'm not using this as a weight loss protocol, but I think it's going to happen
Well, you're already
because,
look at how many have you lost? How many pounds did you say you lost? 7, 8? No.
well,
What is it
yeah,
now?
but I'm probably back down to 4 or 5 because of those 3 days.
No, that's
But
fine.
but that's
We're
fine.
we're
Now I'm
human.
Now I know. Yeah, now I know,
Mhm.
I mean, I tested it. Now I know. So, and like
Exactly.
next Friday is my birthday and I'm gonna have cake. So,
Happy birthday to in
I mean,
advance. Are
yeah,
you an Aquarius then?
no, Pisces.
Oh, you're the one next over. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
No wonder we get
dreamer.
along.
So,
Wonderful.
yeah, those are the things that I'm more interested in is my health, and I know if I
Mhm.
can get control of my eating and my energy, then I'll do the things like working out and stuff like that.
It
I'm
becomes
adding little,
easier.
yeah, and then I will lose the weight and I'll get, I'll start putting muscle back on instead of fat. But, and I'm doing little things. I'm not, doing a bunch of cardio or anything like that to lose weight, but I am being conscientious about, okay, I just ate my meal. I'm going to go for a little nice stroll for 10 minutes
Good.
just to kind of get things moving and, trying to make those habits.
And that's a really good habit, by the way. That makes your blood sugar stay down too. Walk
Exactly.
around the block. It doesn't have to be crazy. Yep.
Exactly. So the dog's
That's
happy.
awesome.
He gets 2 or 3 walks a day.
That's right.
But
Thank goodness for dogs. That's good. No, this is very exciting. And that's why we're doing these. And I want to document your journey because we're going to do another one of these as you go along because you've already such incredible results in just a couple of weeks. Wait to see what happens here, in the next few months. It's going to
yeah.
be quite remarkable. So we're going to do this again so everybody can watch your journey because that's important. And if there was one thing you wanted to share with someone, because I know you were too, we're skeptical to try something new, um, because we've tried so many things at our age. I mean, it's like,
Right.
okay, another one. What would you share with someone who is sitting on the fence and maybe thinking, maybe I should try this, maybe I shouldn't? What would you share?
Well, one is it's all natural. It's not going to hurt you. It's not like you're trying some kind of drug or some kind of thing that hasn't been studied or nobody knows about. What do they have? They have the Cleveland Clinic study about the
Oh yeah.
cardiovascular stuff,
Yep.
and University of Sydney, Australia study and all that. So it's not some gimmick. And then just learning about health. I've learned so much recently. There's another guy on the internet that I've been following. He puts out a little blurb every day. Really smart guy, doctor, and he just talks about basically all diseases come back to insulin resistance, systemic inflation, and lack of energy. And you know what I mean? The insulin resistance
Yeah.
causes that, and that causes you not to be able to produce energy. That's it. So get your insulin resistance under control and
And
go
you're
from there.
fine.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
from
You're right. All the root causes of almost every single disease you can look at, and there's tons of them. I'm blown away by this. Comes down, it starts with insulin resistance. So if we can handle that, our body is miraculous. Our body can heal ourselves if we give it the right things. And what I was really impressed about, you mentioned the studies. There's over 30 clinical studies on this protocol. It was released 3.5 years ago, the two together, the combination of the mate and the fiber. And there's over 1 million people now with clinical studies that have results on this protocol, which is mind blowing. Most people haven't heard about it. We've got doctors coming on board with us now. And every Tuesday we do amazing. We have to open to the public science calls with medical professionals explaining, teaching about what insulin resistance is. So, I'm not a doctor, you're not a doctor. You can, on Tuesdays, reach out to us. We'll give you the link. It's amazing. I'm on as many as I can because I really want to learn more. So we have that we have all the information here, and the company does another thing. Right now, actually, they're in 63 countries. This is a nutraceutical, not a pharmaceutical. And with the studies that they've done now, we've also like even have children. You're talking about fatty liver in a minute. But the fatty liver, we already have kids 9 years old with that, and we know it's not from alcohol. And this is a food product. Anybody can use it. And the company has given us a 90-day money back guarantee. So there's really no risk. When I got on this, my friend shared it with me. I said, I've tried everything else. I've spent so much money in my life. This works out to $1.70 a packet or $1.60 a packet. So it's $5 a day. And I have not looked back. It's been 3.5 years. food freedom, no dieting, no counting calories, and I can enjoy food and there's no risk. 90 days.
Yeah. And,
Simple
and,
as that.
and it's back to like what I would tell someone else, learning about the insulin resistance and all that. Dang it. I had a thought and we went right
It's
out.
okay. It can happen
But
many times.
just to have a natural alternative to something like, and again, we're not saying you replace your metformin with this, but if you use it over time, and you're someone who's tending toward type 2 diabetes or something, maybe that's something you can lower or get off of eventually, things like
Hmm.
that.
And share it with your
That's
doctor.
amazing to me. And that's what I was going to say is
Yeah,
try it, but you shouldn't feel bad about where you're at, because if you don't know, you have no chance, because the food companies and,
they're not on our
all that,
side.
no, all they care about is they strip away the fiber, they fill it with
Money.
sugar, they make it addicting, they get you to eat, and you're eating nothing healthy. If you want to become a diabetic, go to the Diabetic Association's website and look at what they
Yes.
recommend for breakfast. Eat that,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
I
you'll be
know.
on insulin the rest of your life.
And if you're ever in the hospital, what do they feed you there? They give you orange juice in the morning.
And
I mean,
oatmeal, yeah, it's a
I-
crime, but
yeah, it's really the big pharma's not on our side. It's about money, and big food industry is not on our side either.
you know, and you can't blame somebody for not knowing. You trust the experts, and you're getting more unhealthy every year.
They finally turned the food pyramid upside down the way it should be.
I heard something about that. I
Yeah,
haven't seen
they
it yet. Yeah,
finally corrected it. It is unbelievable. It took this long
I think
for them.
South Park told them to do that like
You know what?
10 years ago.
I think you're right. I know you're right. I think I saw that episode actually. I did. And they've been putting it out more. So yeah, isn't that crazy? I
Yeah.
mean, come on. That's what's going on. Anyways, I really, really thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this. I appreciate you, and I wish you could come here a little bit warmer. You're in Michigan.
Yeah, right.
It's Palm Springs. It's still chilly, but not like there's no snow here.
Yeah. No, I wish I
But
was there too.
well, thank you so much. And you guys, if you know Eric or if you're on Facebook, well, you're on Facebook, but what's the easiest way for a person to reach out to you?
Yeah, I'm getting back to, I took a break from Facebook for a while, but I'm getting back toward it. You can just DM me there or PM
Yeah,
me
yeah,
or
I see
whatever
it
you
because
call
you're on there. So
it. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
send Eric a private message, tell him what's going on with you, and he can share the referral link that he uses. We all get to pay the same price. We buy it right from the manufacturer. This is not something that we're selling you here. You go to the manufacturer, you get the discount though, because it's going to save you over $70. Don't pay full price. And that way you get the 90-day money back guarantee as well. So get in touch with Eric and then also let Eric know if you want to get on one of our science calls. They're open to the public, they're free, and they're very, very educational.
Yeah,
So
they've been interesting.
very well, thank you. I
All right.
thank you,
Well, thanks.
appreciate you. I'm going
Yeah.
out for dinner for my birthday now.
All right. Well, enjoy, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, let me just move some things around here so we can hold on, end this here. Whoops. Got all these windows open. I'm not a techie, you know how that goes.